and we are dressed and out the door, going to get some breakfast, going to Walmart to get a few groceries for the room, and then we're gonna come back, I think, and play at the water park.
And then we're gonna hit our face.
What? You're so silly. So yep,
Ow!
that's what we're doing now.
Yeah, so
It is really chilly this morning. It's 47 degrees right now.
press green.
So it's pretty chilly.
Press green. No, I want to. Ready? Ready?
Comfort and joy, what tidings of comfort and joy.
You like that?
Here goes the tunnel.
Let's rest.
Here we go.
To certain ship, strong tidings of the same. How that
You see the tunnel, Robson? We're going through the mountain. Did y'all seriously hold your breath the whole time? Yes.
and joy.
Oh my gosh.
Star of wonder, star of night, star
We got real
guide us to that perfect life.
So we're on our way to Danny's. And I said that, didn't you?
I think we're going to Denny's. I'm not sure. That was just my suggestion. It don't hold a whole lot of water with all of us, but it's just one suggestion.
No.
So yeah, we're going to Danny's and yeah, we'll see you guys there.
Oh, yeah.
Got a grouchy tail at Denny's. Grouchy, grouchy. Hey. Yep.
You don't do that.
Look out there. You won't focus in on the map where you can't really see it.
It's dangerous.
Brianna holds it, Mama. You can see the smoke a little bit. It is so smoke. You can't even see the mountains out there from all the fires, smoke.
Mama.
What? I don't think that this is doing justice to the amount of smoke. The smoke is so bad that just driving down the road in the car is like hard to breathe. Like it is so, it is strong. The smoke is so bad. Please pray for rain. It's just been terrible.
It's orange. It's
orange outside.
It's not blue and stuff like you see on that camera screen.
Yeah,
It's
no.
orange out here.
It's like the sky has an orangey haze to it. It just looks dirty.
This place because of all the smoke.
No, you can't. Like usually all of this is so clear
That is the water park. I couldn't say the water park. No, this is
and it's just,
orange is letting me.
it takes Smoky Mountain to a whole nother level, I'll say that.
Hey,
But anyway, we're supposed to get rain
orange is making me itchy.
today or this evening. We are praying for rain. This is how bad it is.
Well, there's one right beside me.
It looks like fucking hazmat people.
It was right by that big truck while ago.
Don't
They're passing out masks. The workers are wearing masks.
Do what? Yeah. I
The
know.
water park was closed because it was full of smoke.
She's got her little mask on vlogging.
It's
And
bad.
they're letting their mama die without a mask.
We have young kids. We have to live for them. We have to raise them. They need their mothers.
Well, which one of y'all's taking Rachel?
Nobody.
Oh, we Peyton.
He's bad about that.
Oh, but anyway, so this is our situation right now.
No, he did.
We're so lazy. What in the world? So anyway, we just left Tanger Outlet.
My stomach is in pain, okay?
And we are at Fuddruckers now, going to get us something to eat. But I've got to tell you what happened to me at the store. So I'm in the bathroom, okay, in my stall, minding my own business.
Oh my gosh.
You just gotta wait it on
Damn.
And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, the lady next to me flushes her toilet, and when she does, the toilet explodes and runs over into the floor, comes trailing down and into my space. So I'm like hacking my legs up. I'm like, oh my god.
And then hers.
And the woman's in the next stall, and she's using all sorts of profanities because she's so upset about it. And I'm just trying to sit there, and I'm like doing all kind of weird movements, trying to figure out, okay, I gotta get up. Somehow I've got to get up. And I'm like trying to put this foot over here where there's no water, and this foot way back over here where there's no water, and try to hand. Oh, it was a hot mess.
What are they doing?
Let me tell you, it was. I don't know.
They left their door open and they're walking in.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, I just had to share that. That was just so funny to me. It was just, that does not happen to anybody but me. Like,
The door.
They're talking over me. They're just talking over me. Story of my life. But anyway, it was very funny to me. I hope that you find it very funny because it was hilarious to me. All's well that ends well. I'm okay. You know, I don't know about the toilet.
Hey, Shauna, me and Weston are going out.
But anyway, so that's what we're doing now. We're going to eat. Well, it's the end of a very long evening, and I know that I haven't vlogged very much. I'm sorry, but our resort that we're staying at was actually evacuated. We got evacuated, and it was a really long, grueling process because we were not there when it happened. The kids, well, West, I can't even think straight. Got a headache from all the smoke I've been inhaling. But anyway, Ethan had begged to stay back at the room for us to go eat, and he didn't want to go. He was going to go to a couple stores and get us something to eat. He didn't want to go, so his mom said okay, she wasn't going to make him. Well, long story short, while we're eating, we get a phone call that they've evacuated the room. They've taken Ethan to a safe place, and the road is blocked leading back to the resort, so that we couldn't even get back to our stuff. We had, you know, we didn't know where Ethan was yet. It was just very stressful. But long story short, we did finally get him. Jennifer saw a lot of houses burning on the side of the road when she drove up to go try to get Weston. She took a different, or Ethan. She took a different route than us, and she saw a lot of bad things. She went through a lot. It was really, really stressful and everything. But thank God we're all back together, and there's a pastor friend of ours that's about an hour or so away from where we were staying. My dad called him up. They have been wonderful. They gave us a place to stay in their church facilities. So we have a place to stay. They went out and bought us everything against our will. They went and bought us everything we needed: toothbrushes, shampoo, and food galore. I mean, they were so kind. It just blows your mind how kind people are sometimes. They just went way out of their way for us, and we appreciate it so much. So we are now trying to wrap up the day. You can probably look at us and see how tired we are. Can you open that for me, please?
Yeah.
And where's the cup? We got cups here somewhere. She went and got more cups. Careful, buddy. So it was just a really long evening. And Mama, are you making coffee for now?
What are you talking about?
Are you making coffee for
No,
now?
I'm gonna make sure this thing works.
Or in the morning? And I don't know why we just opened that one. I have an open one in the refrigerator.
It just feels.
Close it. Give me the one out of the refrigerator. I mean, he bought us so much food. Snacks and sandwich stuff, and they brought ice cream and donuts and chips and just crazy. Hand me the Fanta out of the refrigerator.
You hear me?
Huh?
This one ain't open either.
Oh, she's talking. So anyway.
They'll be flat by tomorrow.
Yeah, well, the Fanta's already got open. But anyway, so
Here, let me put these back in.
will you pour him some of the cold into that, please, and give it to
I'll
him?
put those back in.
Put this in the refrigerator and that one.
Did you get your
So anyway, but they have showers here, bathroom, and beds, cozy beds to sleep in.
Hello.
So we got beds, king size,
We have
full
toys.
size. And this room over here has a little pull-out bed in there. And then down the hallway here, Rachel's already in the bed asleep, but her bedroom is right down through there. Bathrooms and everything. So I'm thankful for good people that take care of people when they, you know, they don't have to. Just getting us a place to stay was wonderful, but the whole going out of their way and going to the store and buying all that stuff for us that they didn't have to do. It's just taking it the extra mile, and that was so kind of them. We appreciate them so much. But anyway, we're all exhausted. We're all tired. We're hoping and praying to be able to get back into the resort tomorrow. We're hoping and praying that the fire doesn't reach it, that all of our belongings are okay. But one thing I want to say is pray. When you are removed from situations like this and you hear, you know, that there's wildfires and people are losing their homes, but you're far from it, you know, you're far away from it, you feel bad for them, but you don't really grasp how bad it is until you're in the situation like we're in tonight, where you're right up here close. You see the houses burning. You see the people in the stores that are saying, I can't get back into my house. You know, there was a man that was helping Jennifer try to find her way back to Pigeon Forge when she had went to try to find where they had taken Ethan. She got to the first stop where they were supposed to have taken him. When she got there, which took her about 35 minutes, going through literal fire on both sides of the road, I'm sorry, he keeps getting into stuff. Y'all, he got into all of these. Bryson, Daniel, Anna. Sorry about that.
They don't want my bathroom.
Anyway, so she got to that first stop, and they weren't there. They had changed their minds and they were taking him somewhere else. She didn't know how to get there, and there was a man there helping her and trying to give her instructions, directions, how to get where she's going. Anna, please get that from him. And he was writing down the directions, and she was very stressed about you know, not being able to get to her son and everything. And he was trying to write down directions, and he just stopped, and he just, like, he said, look at me. And she looked at him, and he said, you are strong, and you will be okay. You can do this. And then he was, and then he said, my house is burning as we speak. And he started crying. And she said she just started crying, and they just hugged. He just hugged her. You know, he just gave her that reassurance. And here he was trying to help her and reassure her. And here he was losing everything he owned. And you don't, until you're faced with the situations like this, you don't realize how bad it is. But being here right now has really made it real. So please say a prayer for all of these fires. Pray for rain. Pray for these people that are losing everything they own. If we lose our stuff at the resort, that's just the few little things that we have. But there's people losing everything. So say a prayer for them. We're going to sleep. Love you all. Good night.